Welcome back, travelers! Best hikes in the world. Hiking in the forest can be an exciting and exhilarating undertaking, providing a peaceful and enjoyable connection with nature. It is personally rewarding when you successfully complete an outing of several miles. One, the Jordan Trail, Jordan. The Jordan Trail is a 420-mile, 675 kilometers, hiking trail from Qais in the north of Jordan to Aqaba in the south, which passes through the historic city of Petra and the otherworldly sandstone desert of Wadi Rum. It also introduces you to lesser visited parts of Jordan, such as traditional Bedouin villages and remote wadis, or river valleys. Two, the Pekoe Trail, Sri Lanka. The Pekoe Trail is an 186-mile, 300 kilometers, long hiking trail through the tea-carpeted highlands of Sri Lanka, beginning in the Hanthana Mountains near Kandy and traveling to the hill station of Nuwara Eliya. Named after the renowned black tea grown in Sri Lanka, the Pekoe Trail leads past Lul Kandura Estate, the first tea plantation in the country, as well the scenic Nine-Arch Bridge, and through Horton Plains National Park, a biodiverse high-altitude plateau. Three, the Markha Valley Trek, India. Trek through the Markha Valley in India's Ladakh region, a high-altitude desert with a distinct culture thanks to immigration across the border from Tibet and China. You'll hike through the Markha Valley, where apple trees and crops grow on the fertile valley floor, surrounded by rocky mountains. As you continue up above the tree line, you'll be surrounded by the arid peaks that make this area so distinctive. You'll sleep in homestays where you can try butter tea and homemade momos, steamed dumplings, and pass by gampas, remote monasteries. The high point of the trip is a crossing of Kongmaru La, a mountain pass with an altitude of 5,286 meters. Four, Everest Base Camp, Nepal. Follow in the footsteps of famous explorers on the Everest Base Camp Trek, which takes you through the Khumbu region in Nepal on one of the best multi-day hikes in the world. You'll begin in Lukla and trek through rhododendron forest, high-altitude pastures and glaciers on your quest to reach Everest Base Camp, 5,380 meters. On the way back, you'll climb to the summit of Kala Pathar, 5,550 meters, a challenging trekking peak for breathtaking views of the Himalayas. Five, the Kumano Kodo, Japan. Japan's Kumano Kodo is a series of 5 interlinked trails across the Kii Peninsula, south of Osaka, following the ancient paths taken by pilgrims visiting sacred sites, such as the Kumano Sanzan, 3 important shrines. The Nakahechi Trail begins in Takijiri Oji and leads over several mountain passes, through cedar and cypress forests, to the Kumano Sanzan. It's also known as the Imperial Route, as it was used by the imperial family between the 10th and 13th centuries. Six, the Lycian Way, Turkey. The Lycian Way follows the Lycian coast in South Turkey from Uludeniz, just south of Fethiye, to Geyikbayiri, a village near Antalya. The route traces the coastline through spruce forests, along rocky slopes, and past picturesque coves where you can stop for a dip. Highlights include the ruins of the ancient city of Olympos and Xanthos, as well as Petra Beach, said to be the most picturesque in Turkey. Seven. Bali Coast to Coast Trek, BALE. A new multi-day coast-to-coast route across the popular Indonesian island of Bali takes you inland to the areas less traveled. The route begins near the surf hotspot of Canggu and heads inland through cacao and coffee plantations, rice paddies, and traditional villages that tourists rarely visit. The literal high point of the trip is an ascent of Mount Batakaru, a volcano towering 2,276 meters over the landscape. Eight. Mount Toubkal, Morocco. Mount Toubkal, a peak in Morocco's high Atlas Mountains, is a non-technical yet challenging summit, perfect for your first 4,000 meters climb. It's easily accessible from Marrakesh, just a 90-minute drive to the trailhead at Imlil, a town in the Atlas Mountains. From there, the trail ascends rapidly upwards through the Toubkal Valley, passing Berber villages and heading above the tree line to the Toubkal Refuge, 3,207 meters. The summit push takes place while it's still dark. Arrive in time to watch the sunrise over the arid Atlas peaks. Nine. Mount Kenya via Chogoria, Kenya. Kenya's highest mountain, Mount Kenya, has 3 summits, 2 of them, Basian, 5199m, and Nelion, 5,188 meters, require mountaineering experience. But Point Lanana, 4,895 meters, is a trekking peak. There are no huts here. You'll camp as you go and carry all your supplies with you. Take the Chogoria route to the top, and you'll climb up through rough moorland before heading into the rocky hinterland of Mount Kenya and pushing up to the summit. If you found this content helpful and inspiring, remember to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with your friends and family.